Lynn. All right, Lynn. Go ahead.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I am well. How old are you?
Oh, I'm old. I'm 47.
Okay, what's your disagreement?
So I would call it more of a conflict than a disagreement. I
Okay.
hear what you're saying. There's a lot of validity in a lot of the things that you say. My conflict or my question is, are you taking into account? So when you give your age ranges, 18 to, I'm not accurate on all these, 18 to 25 is this,
Regarding
26 to
regarding what,
31
man? Regarding what,
is
man?
all that. So the
Regarding your
conflict is
age
when
ranges
you,
regarding what?
well, ideal age. What's the other one you give? The 20, the where you have to be the laser focus,
The danger zone,
the danger
27 to
zone, and then
35.
it's
Okay.
yeah, and then it's no man's land and so forth.
Okay.
So you're saying the ideal ages for a woman, if they want a high value man, seem to be somewhere around the ages of 20 to 30. That is very young in American culture,
No, it's
particularly in
not. No, it's not.
okay.
It's young in
How
black America. No, what it's young is in black America. Let's be
Okay, and I
honest.
was about to say, particularly in Black
Well,
American
it's not. No,
culture.
it's young in black America. It's not young in American culture. Because if
Oh,
you,
okay.
I'm 52, and when I was in my 20s, when everybody we was partying up in our 20s, white people after college for the first 4 years after college, white women were going to weddings every goddamn summer.
Okay, so here's my question for you. In order for, say, a 20, 21, 25 year old to have the mentality, the maturity, and the mental concept to know what it's like to deal with a high value male, how common do you think that is in 20 something year old Black American females?
Hold on.
I
Wait.
didn't
Hold on. Hold
notice
on.
that
Hold on.
very
Hold on. Okay.
often.
Hold on. Hold on. Your
I can't hear you.
presupposition is that you that woman can go out between the ages of 21 and 30 and go find something of value that she's going to bring to that man. I've already answered this question many times. What are you going to go gain in experience out there on the open marketplace outside of increasing your trauma and body count? Thank you. That's why you go from your father's house to your husband's house, because you leave from one provider to another. You have to come with the basic skills, and then you are being customized for your man. Ain't nothing you can learn for you about your high value man with your low value cock carousel riding.
You're cutting out on some parts.
My point is, in black America, black women have such a fear of losing their independence in their youth that you wait too long to get married. And you can't tell me what of value you or a young woman is going to learn on the dating marketplace that she's going to bring to a so-called high value man.
No, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there's the majority, in my experience, the majority of, let's say, your typical young 20 something, mid 20 something year old Black woman has not learned a lot of the
Good. She has
concepts
also
that
has
you're.
learned a bunch of bad habits either. This is why you
That
look
might
at it,
be true.
and this is why you look. This is why you look at what men with money pick after they have their money. Men worldwide, culture wide, when they have money, after they have money, if they get away from their wife, what do they pick? They don't go pick an older woman typically. They go pick a young woman. Why? Because young women still have hope. Shout out to Minister Jap. I'm going to use something. He's like, there ain't no hope in an old broad. He didn't use the word broad. He used another word. But the sentiment is the same.
So, for example, when you say high value men cheat,
No, I don't say high value men. I say high value men exercise
or
options.
high value men exercise options.
Yep.
So, I think it would be easier for a 35 or 45-year-old woman to recognize that and know how to deal with it versus, let's say, a 21 or 25.
I'm sorry. I date women in that age range, and I would tell you it's not. You
Do
don't
you
date
think
them.
it's common
You
in
don't.
that
No,
age
no, no,
range?
no. See, this is what. See, there's your theory, and then there's high value men who actually do it. I don't just pull this shit out of my ass.
Okay, so you have experienced that's a common mindset in 20 somethings?
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. When I was in my
Yes,
20s, I
yes.
did
I
not
don't really
experience that
typically date
problem.
women over 30. Heck, when I was on the No Jumper podcast, they're like, "Hey, how you doing? Million views." They saw the woman I came into the No Jumper podcast with. She
Okay,
wasn't. She. So the point is, you need to ask yourself: a man who is a high earner, high achiever, driven,
mhm.
purpose driven. What is an older woman typically going to? Older women typically have more opinions about how things should be done versus being able to take direction. A 30-plus-year-old woman, unless she was raised in a traditional kind of way, is more likely a professional and this and that, and she wants to be. Well, wait a minute. Versus, let's answer you the question. Are you have you ever been married?
No.
Oh, why not? It's certainly not because you're not
Lots of
attractive.
different reasons.
Oh,
Probably
yeah, okay.
because
Because you know why most women don't get married? Because they don't know how to say yes.
no, I'm not comparing older women to younger women.
Well, younger women
My
know how to say yes.
okay.
Older women
My
always say maybe.
okay.
Or let's talk about it.
What my question and my conflict was, how many young, it seems like it's a lot to ask of a young woman to
Why?
have
Now let me ask you a question.
uh-huh.
Why does this matter if you're not? Why does this matter to you? I'm curious about that.
Just intellectual curiosity.
All right, but
It seems like what you're
but no,
saying is
no. I have some questions. I have some questions too, though.
okay.
Did you ever want to get married?
Yes.
Okay, why did you not choose to get married in your youth?
Lots of different reasons.
Give
It's
me
not
no,
one
no,
reason.
no, 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 no. Give me one or two.
Okay. One reason is I was heavily involved in studies in school. And another
I'm a
reason is the
PhD.
people who seem to be interested in that, I wasn't interested in them in that type of way.
You can't make this shit up. So, why are non-black women who are heavily invested in their career or academics, why can non-black women seem to still get married at double or triple the rates, but black women automatically academics seems to be or careers seems to be such an impediment?
Yeah, perhaps different, just cultural and
No,
upbringing.
it's called a matriarch.
Cultural.
It's called a matriarchy. And you guys are so busy challenging, saying no, trying to lead, trying to partner versus follow.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with the
So
different
the bottom
cultures
line,
and
so
age
so what's
ranges.
happening? So what's happening? Younger women are seeing women your age who have had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to get with suitable men, not partner with them. And younger women are saying they don't want to hear anything from you 40-plus-year-old women because you got no results to show them.
I'm not arguing or disagreeing with any of
I know
that.
you're not, but that's what's going
That
on.
all makes
Okay, ma'am,
sense.
I didn't say you are, but that's what's going on. So
Okay, I
while this
agree
may be
with
a
that.
theoretical thing for you, people are actually practically making decisions. If a woman wants to be married and have children, by what age would you tell her she needs to start prioritizing marriage and kids?
I would say late 20s,
Late 20s. What does that mean?
26, 26.
26. For how many children?
Mm, 2, 3. Depends on how often, depends
Okay,
on how
and
many.
by what age should she panic?
Panic.
Yes, panic.
I would say 32,
The
32,
danger zone.
33.
Danger zone.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Danger zone. And if a man is going to be able to provide the resources required to have a family of 3 and to have a wife that doesn't have to work to pay significant bills, by what age will a man make, roughly by what age range would a man make that kind of money?
I would say at best early to mid 40s.
45 to 55. So the man hits his financial stride. So a woman at 26 who should be start prioritizing marriage should be looking for a man 45 to 55. See, you agree with me.
I do. I agree with quite a bit of what you say. Yes.
So a year or two on either side of it, ultimately it comes down to there's nothing that a woman who wants to be married and have kids really needs to get from the open dating market. The only thing that is out there is danger, not possible trauma and damage. It is better to go ahead and know what you want and go after that versus date a bunch of people, have a bunch of random sexual experiences, and incur more trauma, because that is not going to be any value to the man, the kind and caliber man most women say they want.
How many of the early 20-something women that you know and date know themselves well enough
they don't? I'm gonna tell you something right now. They don't need to. They find out from their men. See, you keep talking about knowing yourself, knowing yourself, knowing yourself. What was Eve's job in the garden? To do what Adam said. To follow, not to know herself. She didn't have to go. God didn't put Adam to sleep so he could go on a journey of self-discovery with Eve. What are you talking about? That's this modern womanist feminist notion. And that may work perfectly well for you. But you know what? That'll lead to a life of what? What does that lead to a life of?
I'm a PhD.
That's what it leads to.
Okay, well, you answered my question.
And that's the thing. And if that's what you choose, and that's what makes you okay, but at our age, you know that there are far more women who are miserable in the late 40s and 50s because they don't have these careers. They have jobs. They've squandered their youth, their time, and now they're staring down the barrel of the next 20 to 25 to 30 years by themselves. And I can't change that. I can't change that. But what we can do is tell people who are younger than us the mistakes we made.
We can.
And one of them is telling younger women to start focusing on marriage younger. Not young, but younger. And in the black community, most black women don't start thinking about marriage until after 30, when it should be around 23 or 24.
And then what? But by the time you are 23,
okay, I got to get to the next one. We've gone around and around about that.
Okay. Well, thank you.
We've gone around about that one. There's never going to be enough reasoning for an older woman that's going to just be like, well, these women got to know themselves. They got to know themselves. You don't need to know nothing like that. Understand something. Anytime women say they want a provider, prophet, priest, well, that means you're going to have someone who is going to any man will tell you that your woman needs to be kind of customized to you. You can't go from Darren over to me and expect what to work for him to work for me. All right, we're going to go to the next one. We got to keep these shorter. So get to you. We're going to have next Susan. Susan, what's your go ahead. Unmute yourself. Customized to you.
Hi there.
Hi. How old are you?
Yes, I'm ready. How are you?
I said, how old are you?
I am 54 and proud of it.
Okay. Ooh. Congratulations.
What's my disagreement?
Sure.
Okay. For the most part, I don't disagree with a lot of what I've heard you say over the past, few weeks. I've been watching your videos, but there was something from the first lady that spoke earlier this evening when she was talking about being over 40 and she was kind of in different places. But you made a statement that says, we should be lucky that someone wants to use your P word that you used. And what I disagree with about that is if I take the position that says, I should be lucky that someone wants it, that means that I have already taken a position to devalue myself. That
okay, man, what is please, ladies, what I need is to get to the point, please. I don't want you to, no, ma'am, really, you're not. I mean, look at the other women in
and
look. No. But you need to get to it. Look at the other women in the Zoom call. I appreciate you're proud and everything else. Please get to the point.
The point is that I, as a woman over 40, if I was in the dating circle, I should not have to take a position to be proud that someone wants me after that age.
Well, first of all, you're being disingenuous because that is not what I said. That is not even what that. No. That's not what I said. First of all, she said a woman that was no. Now, I'll tell you how this is going to go. I allowed you to go on for 30, 45 seconds to say nothing.
That wasn't true.
Now you say nothing. See, what happens is you older women come over here and you half-ass listen like the first older woman who had not watched one broadcast of mine could not tell me what her disagreement was with what I said. And if you go back and watch this, Miss Susan, you will find out that that older woman was agreeing with everything that I was saying. So what I said, she even agreed with, that you can't expect a woman who is overweight, older, and unattractive to have high sexual marketplace value. So you can call it whatever you want to. You can be as proud as you want to. But even that woman you're referencing agreed with me.
There we go.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, sir. I did hear.
Do you understand that? Do you understand that you were misrepresenting the point that she made?
If that is your experience of what I said,
it's not my experience, ma'am. This is recorded. I'm not crazy. I do this every night. I listen exceptionally well.
Do I have the opportunity to finish?
Well, no. You have the opportunity to not overtalk me. I've let you talk, ma'am. What is your other
talking you?
All right. We go on down to the next point. All right. See, look at that right there. This is what you get. A bunch of angry older women who are not even sitting around, not even talking about the point. They want to come tell you what you said. Let me tell you what you said. Can't even control yourself. And I'm 54 and proud of it. Okay. Get to the point. Well, let me go ahead and give a sermon. Yeah. You can watch how the rest of the panel works. We're going to give you a nap. We're going to put you in timeout. Okay. Somebody bring her some chocolate milk. Somebody bring Nene some chocolate milk. All right. Brittany. Go ahead. So, how are you?
Good evening, Kevin. I'm great. How are you?
Good. How old are you? Thank you.
I'm 32, so I'm right at the end of the danger zone.
All right. So what's your disagreement or conflict?
So my disagreement, I've been watching you for the last 6 weeks or so. My disagreement is about the high value guys actually wanting those 20, 25-year-olds, because when I was 22, I definitely wanted to, I put myself out there. I did date a few high value gentlemen, but they did not stick around, and I was completely open with the philosophy. I'm definitely
so the disagreement is that high value men don't want younger women?
Yeah.
Well, ma'am, hold on. Do they not want younger women, or did they not want you?
So that's a great question. I've reconciled that with myself because I was everything that you've listed before. Like, I'm very domesticated or whatever. I did not have an issue with them exercising their options. I actually preferred that.
Okay. Hold on. So in the relationship, so let's assume everything you're saying is there. How many men are we talking about?
It was a total of three. Three of them.
Three. And of the three men, who ended the relationships?
I don't know. I think I dissolved them in a sense.
Okay. So hold on. Three so-called high value men.
Yes.
That you put yourself out there for, yada, 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 but you ended the relationships.
Yes. And I think it's important. Two of the three were not Black. So I don't know if that.
Okay. Not really relevant, but your ultimate point is high value men don't want younger women.
Exactly. That's my point. And
Well,
then
they
my
do.
question
Well, they
is,
do. They
okay,
do. And all you have to do is look at observable reality. Now, your anecdotal lived experience may tell you something different, but that's just it.
okay,
You look at what you really want to know what a man wants? Look at what he does after he gets some money. That's who they pick. So why do men with money or means, if after their first marriage or their relationship breaks up, why do they typically tend to go with younger women?
that's a great question. I'm wondering, do you think it's the sense of like the younger
No,
women being more
but do they do that though?
I mean, yes, I guess records.
No, yes.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man.
yeah, they do.
All right,
Yeah,
then.
they do.
So that right there refutes your point.
Okay, so then let me pivot this because I am.
No, I got to get to the next person. I got plenty of conflict. So you guys get one conflict, but your conflict is just because it didn't work out for you, but according to you, you left these men anyway.
Right. Okay.
Why is a woman who wants to be? There are all kind of questions I can ask, but y'all don't really stay anything long enough to know what's supposed to work because you're going from one situation to another. When are y'all gonna grow some roots instead of a bunch of damn branches?
Is it too late? I mean,
and that's your number one. That's a number one problem too, because I asked last night, at what age do you folks start running out of options? Well, guess what? You're 10 years older than you were at 22. Yes, you do run out of options.
That's right.
There's always a newer model coming off the road, and the danger zone is real. At 35, you reach geriatric pregnancy. That's not my term. And if high value men or men with means tend to want younger women, you've crossed over past the wall. So yes, it can get to be too late if you folks act like you got infinite options. Let's be honest, ladies. Men aren't leaving you guys. Most of the time, y'all are leaving your relationships. That's why I called you high value home wreckers.
That's
you
right.
wreck your own homes and then blame the men for being gone. Well, stop leaving. All right, thank you.
Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on Kevin Samuels, the legend. I think he did something great. I mean, let's keep it all real. These women with these agendas that they try to push, had it not been because of him and him knowing something about these type of conversations, I think they would have had their way around these subjects. But I mean, Kevin Samuels being the Godfather knows better, so he handled it the way he's supposed to handle it, and it's that great. Talking about these three women, the lady that came in talking about women that are in their 20s will not be able to handle the fact that a high value man, a man with means, a man with money, is going to have sex with other women. Women in their 20s will not be able to handle those things. I mean, they are the ones that are even able to handle these things. They understand that, okay, the way I see this man is the same way other women see the same man. So, if I'm getting him for myself and he's having some part time with this lady, then I'm good. At the end of the day, who have the last day? And that is what is very important to these women. Like I always say, these women most of the time think that their experiences or the fact that they are older, the family doesn't trick these women into believing that what they want as women is what men also want. And it's a lie. It's a scam. Men want things differently from females. So when you tend to see men, they tend to look for women that are younger, hotter, beautiful and all that. And that is who we are as men. The problem with women is this. I'm talking about the older women in this conversation. Women take too much time in the casino. That's the problem. So when it is not working out, then it turns out to be like, oh, they have to push an agenda to kind of still be in the game, right? They'll start their life around 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And when they're around that age, they're looking for men that are in their 30s going, right? And now when they hit 30, 35 and all that, they kind of want to change the narrative that men looking for women that were 18, they should start to look for, 30-something years old women. And that's not how it is working. That's not who men are biologically. Men are designed to want younger women. So if you happen to be young from 18 to 25, 27, and you are not being able to get yourself a man, then you kind of think that, okay, if I get a 30 years old, I'll try to come online, say certain things that will change the mentality of men. It's not going to happen. You cannot say anything basically that is going to change who men are. Men are biological, wired to want those things. So, in as much as you come to argue, younger women wouldn't be able to navigate their way around high value men that is going to have sex with multiple women. It's another BS black women kind of used to defend the fact that they're old and they still want to stay in the game. You chose degree, you chose career, and you've gotten that. We have women that have chosen to get married at 23, 22, 24, 25, and that's what they've gotten. Life is about choices and trade-off. You were much invested into your books, studies, and all that, and you've gotten yourself a degree. So be content with that. Someone didn't chase that. Someone chased a family. And we have women that are 25 years old that are successful having their family. So if you happen not to prioritize family, that is 100% on you. So trying to come in to have conversation, to try to change the mindset of men, making it look like men somehow, some way can just start prioritizing older women because you kind of think that older women will be able to understand the fact that a high value man or a man with money is going to cheat. It's just another dual bullshit that we go around with. And the lady that came in talking about I'm 54 years old and proud of it. No, that's not true. That's cool. These women try to come into this conversation to try to act like they're proud of where they are. I said, no. If you are 54 years old and you're proud of it, you don't have to say, let us notify that, let us realize that in your conversation. But telling us you're 54 years old and you're proud of it, that's a cope. She's trying to cope here. You are not proud of it and you're angry. That's just the truth. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Catch you in the next one. I'm out and peace.